Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to give you a demonstration of personality development program. And all personality development programs are geared towards a particular end. And in your case, since you are exit level students, 5th semester or 3rd semester students, your end is going to be the job interview, the dreaded term, job interview. Now, you need a job in order to advance your career. And there you will face a lot of interviews, a series of interviews which will make you go from strength to strength. It is not possible that in your first job you may get a job, in your first job interview that is. But experience through job interviews will make you resourceful and will make you utilize how you view a job and how you fit into that organization where you apply. Now, personality, first I'll come to that. What is personality and how or why personality is important in a job? In the traditional sense, when in the 1970s or 80s, you had a degree and you applied for a job, and whether you had a good or a winning personality or not did not matter, you ended up with a job. But today, in this day and age, it's a cutthroat competition there, and for one single job there are hundreds of people queuing up. The person next to you is your greatest competitor. So you have to really gear up towards that. And in order for that, you have to first define what a personality is. According to me, personality can be divided into two parts. The physical aspect of personality, how you carry yourself, how you communicate with your physical attributes, for example, your hand, your eye gesture, the way you walk, for example, gait, okay? Gait, posture, and body language in totality. I'll give you an example of gait. As you enter into the interview board, a door will open to you and you enter. The moment you enter, the way you walk, the interviewers will then assess your personality by the style of your walking. That is called gait. Okay? I'll give you a very good example of gait. We have seen Narendra Modi going to those foreign countries. Have you seen him climb up the ladder of the aeroplane? Yes? The way he walks into the aeroplane itself shows a lot of energy and motivation. That is the kind of energy and motivation that you have to carry into your interview board. It does not mean that you have got to be a He-Man or a WWF fighter, but you have to have or carry a decent, modest personality which is aggressive yet restrained, who is receptive yet has his own ideas, and he is ready to face the interview board. Remember, the interview board will have very experienced people, and you cannot cheat your way through the interview board. So, first thing that you remember is that if you don't know answer to a question, it is imperative in your part to frankly admit that, sir, I don't know the answer to this question. And there are a number of ways of saying that. You can say that, sir, I don't have any idea about what you are saying, rather than saying a blunt, no, I don't know. Okay? There are other ways of doing that also. Sir, I'm totally out of depth as far as this topic is concerned. Can you, sir, illustrate what you mean by that? That is a very decent, modest way of saying things. Okay, now, you enter into the interview board, they will ask you to sit. Sometimes they may not ask you to sit. They will test your manners. You will not drag the chair and make a noise and then drag it back into its initial position and sit down. You will not do that. If a considerable time lapses between you standing there and they are not saying sit down, then you have to ask for their permission. Sir, may I? Then they will say, oh, sorry. Because these people might be busy calculating the scores of the earlier interview. Okay? So you sit down and then you may have a bag. For example, ladies carry those shoulder bags. You will have to ask very politely, sir, can I keep this bag on the table? Then they will ask you to keep the bag on the table. Then you will bring out your file, right? In bringing out your file also, you will be very careful. You will do a bit of homework, practice, bring it out, take out the essential papers, your mark sheets and the certificate and stuff. And the person who looks very important, there is the chairman in the interview, that person, you will forward your papers. Sometimes they may ask you to do that, sometimes you will have to yourself submit the papers. And then they'll start asking questions. They may start with simple phrases like introduce the biotechnology sector. Okay?
Hello, my name is Suman Kumar Roy. I live in Jaklavanda. I am a student of Kaliaborcollege, and I am searching for a job in biologics sector.
Okay, we had a demo where Mr. Roy was demonstrating how to introduce in front of a camera. How do you rate his performance? How do you rate his performance? Roy, can you ask okay. Kintu? কি এরিয়া কৰিব পাৰিলে তেওঁ কোৱাতে যিখিনি ধৰক কম খেলি মেলি লাগিছে সেইটো আমি কাটিলো সেকেন্ড টাইম যেটো কৰিলো সেকেন্ড টাইমত searching for a job যেতিয়া কৈছিলে okay yeah he was fumbling for the word but that was a average kind of a performance, not bad, okay, it was good performance, but you must also have felt that it was not spontaneous, right? It was slightly mechanical, and the lines seemed like they were rehearsed. He could have been a little more creative. Sir, I'm Amit Roy and I'm from Jaklavanda. Jaklavanda is a small little town, some 40 kilometers from Nagaon, in the middle of Assam. Like that, he could have added some details and made himself lively. Next time, he will do that. Like I said, in a job interview, it's a learning process. 2-3 job interviews you do, you become a smarter, better candidate for any interview. Okay, now let us come. We were talking about the introductory part and Mr. Roy's performance, and he did a pretty good job of introducing himself, but he can be better. Now, when he entered into the room, you must have noticed that he is wearing a white plain shirt and a black pant. Okay? In an interview, such plain combinations are strict no. Okay? Now let us talk about the dress code in an interview board. In an interview board, there are 3 basic dress, especially the male upper garment is concerned, are allowed. The first one, the all-time favorite in a company job, is the striped shirt. And that's a pin stripe, not a big striped shirt, but a striped shirt of a light color combination contrasting with a deep color trouser combination. Okay, is that clear? So striped shirt, preferably blue stripes in the background of white. Sometimes you go for slightly pink, then the other stripe color will be different, you will choose that, and a deep color combination, deep color trouser combination, and matching leather shoes, mind you, leather shoes, formal leather shoes, and with socks. Okay, you may wear a tie, you may not wear a tie, you have to wear a very good haircut, and that haircut should be not given to honey sing kind of mentality, but should be geared towards getting a job. So you are a serious, normal, middle class guy. If you are wearing specs, that's very good, because that also adds a little bit of, see, I'm seeing somebody wearing specs, so you can wear a spec. Then not many accessories. You may wear a watch, but not many rings around or stuff like this. Okay, and you probably would like to have a shoulder bag with you, so that also gives a personality. And the way you walk, I gave the example of Modi, you should lead the organization. That's the kind of feeling that you should have. As far as the ladies are concerned, there are 2 basic areas as far as dresses are concerned are allowed. One is the plain cotton sari that the ladies wear, okay, with matching blouse. And if you want to wear ornaments, a plain gold chain, and if you want to wear earrings, not those dangling ones, but studs. You know what studs are? Studs are those that are stuck in your ear. Somebody may want to have a nose decoration, nose ring or something. That is okay. But as far as the makeup part is concerned, because girls are very fond of makeup, you can wear very light makeup. The standard textbook for PDP says that rather than wearing a lipstick, you should be wearing lip gloss. Okay, so that the people in the interview board are not shocked. Okay, some people may not be very comfortable with the sari. They can go for a salwar kameez, or in some organizations where, for example, in an airline, when you are appearing for a air hostess's job or desk job in certain corporate sector, you may also wear a top and a skirt. But remember, if you wear a top and a skirt, you should be able to carry that dress. If you can't carry that dress confidently and you are conscious about that dress all the time, then your interview performance will go down. So you will be wearing the dress that gives you, I'm talking about the ladies, you'll be wearing the dress that gives you the maximum boost to your confidence. Even for boys also, you may be wearing a 5,000 rupees shirt and a 10,000 rupees trouser, but if you are not really confident about that trouser and a shirt, don't wear it. You wear the one which gives you the maximum comfort. Same thing applies to wearing a tie also. Wearing tie is very advisable. But after wearing the tie, you are always uncomfortable about the tie and how am I looking good? And that kind of nervousness creeps in, then forget the tie. Don't wear the tie, go with a button tucked up with this. Okay? Up to this. Close up up to this. Shirt not rolled like this. Full sleeve shirts, not half sleeves. Full sleeve shirt, and this one, the trouser. Trouser is very important. And the shoes have to be perfect, because a gentleman is known by the shoes he wears. Okay? This is as far as the physical part is concerned. As far as the mental part is concerned, facing interviews is also a very nervous affair.
Want to pose for a UPSC interview?
Yes, same.
Same.
That's a very good like UPSC.
UPSC, IS, like that.
Preferably a pinstripe shirt, preferably a blue pinstripe shirt, and deep color, either navy blue or black or patterns on black. And black pair of shoes if you are not wearing brown pants. If you are wearing brown pants, you can also wear brown shoes. The idea is that your dress has to match and the dress has to give you a winning personality. But remember, personality is not what is outwardly displayed. In our lives we are cheated and deceived by people who look good and gentle, but inwardly can be very deadly, right? So personality in the real sense is what mental process, what mental makeup you have as a person that is going to apply for the job. So the physical aspect is only maybe a 10% of your total personality. In an organization like Facebook, for example, you will not be given a job because of a winning personality in terms of the way you walk and you talk, but the total number of input that you will put into the organization. So now the real test will start after the first question is asked. Introduce yourself and then tell us something about yourself. That is the most critical question an interview setter will be asking you. Okay? Now let us turn the camera. I am this and I like to start Kuriba, Kiki Bhalpatuni, right? And I want to Kiko. This is your personality. If you want to perform I teach undergraduate students English, I also do a bit of filmmaking and also do this. I am a married person, I got a wife, 2 daughters. My eldest daughter is in the BSc third SEM in this university, younger one is in class 8. I am very fond of Hollywood movies, also a bit of Bollywood movies, but the Bollywood movies are so long that I can't really stand and finish it up to. So, I am Sumita.
I am living in Lancaster. I am living in kaliaborcollege, BSc third SEM, and I like to reading storybooks and watching movies, and I want to searching a job.
Okay, Sunita, why do you want a job?
I establish myself
Okay.
in society and I can't depend on my.
So you want to be independent, and that's why you are looking for a job. Thank you so much. Okay, the third most important question that an interview board will ask you is, why are you looking for this job? Okay, let us explain this question a little bit. Now, if you are selfish, then you will say that I want a job so that I can run a family, right? That's a very bad answer to that question. Secondly, if you are smart enough, you will say that, sir, I have got this much education, I want this education to be good to the society. That is also a smart answer, but not the real good answer. The good answer to a question as to why are you applying for a job here in our organization is that, sir, I've done some research about your organization and I am very confident that there is growth in this organization and I'm looking for a growth, I want my personal growth to merge into the growth of the company so that I can contribute to the company, so that 20 years from now I can look back satisfactorily and say that I contributed a mite to this company. That would be the stellar winner answer to a question as to why you want a job. कभी ये मत बोलना कि मेरी माँ बीमार है, मुझे पैसे की ज़रूरत है, मैंने इतना पढ़ लिया अभी तो अब नहीं पढ़ पाऊंगा इसलिए मुझे एक जॉब चाहिए। वो कोई खैराती चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट नहीं है जो तुम्हें नौकरी देगा और तनख्वाह देगा और तुम फैमिली चलाओगे। That organization demand 16 hours of hard work from you so that the company rises and you will also rise the company. Okay? Now, we are in the middle of that interview. After that, individual questions will be asked from individual board members. You may attend to those individual members without referring to the chairman. The chairman will say, but whoever is asking that question will have to be very polite to that person. Sir, I did not understand your question. Can you repeat that, sir? And I go home by the situation. Or sometimes, one of the 5 members or 3 members of the interview board will be very hostile towards you. Okay? They'll just try to see the level of your provocation. You've got to be very patient and polite to that person. Sir, I can understand what you are asking, but my answer is this. In my view, Indian films and Indian television has not really spoiled the new generation. I think the Indian film has united the whole of India, and unlike you, I believe that Indian films should be infamous. That's a topic of right? You have the right to disagree, but you disagree with very polite answers. Okay, after that, finally, they will come to the end of the interview. In private interviews, your salary package will be negotiated. Okay? And the most difficult part in the end of that interview will be, what is your expected salary package? Okay. Depending on today, with your competence, can we zoom that camera to this person? With his competence, what is your expected salary at this point of time? To tell me. 40,000. Why should you be paid 40,000? The company will ask you. Yeah.
মই দৰমহাটো কোৱা নাই যে 40,000 মোৰ দৰমহা লাগিব বাট এইটো মিনিমাম কষ্ট এটা হয় যে এটা জব ছেটিছফেকশ্যনৰ দৰে হয় 40,000 কোম্পানীৰ কাৰণে মই যিখিনি কৰিম সেইখিনি পইচা তাৰ লগত মই পইচা বুজা নাই
তোমার কি আছে তোমার নাম? হ্যাঁ, দীপজ্যোতি. Okay, Dipjyoti will give us an answer. Dipmani, what is the ideal answer to a question as to how much is your expected salary, or how much should the company pay you? No, that is hypothetical. But what is your ideal answer? Why? National data lagibo na. Okay. This is a very tricky situation in a company, and if you haven't done any research on the job that you are applying for before going to the interview, then you'll be cheated. The company will cheat you. They'll pay you less and make you work hard. So make sure that when you apply for a job and you don't know the specified salary package, you ask other people doing job at the same rank, what is the expected salary around. That is your research for the job. Job to growth ki hobo, what kind of promotional advantages that company has, this is also part of your research. And where the company is leading, is it leading towards the upward graph, or is it stagnant, or it is downgrading? That will also be a part of your research. And the advisable part as far as the salary is concerned is not to specify the amount. Don't specify the amount. You say that, sir, depending on the performance that I will be giving, and depending on the amount that you are giving for this rank to persons like me in your organization, that will be my salary package. But don't commit, because you don't know. You may be 80,000 short. Your company হয়তো 1,20,000 দিব খুঁজিছিলে, তুমি কৰিলা 40,000 and you are cheating yourself by 80,000. So that will be the last question. Okay. After that, there will be the finishing part. And there also you'll have to be very careful because in assembly there's a saying called Hojjonoro Bure now ketia bure ketia paro butibor. So you don't push the chair noisily after they say, okay, Mr. Mahanta, we're very happy with you. We'll let you know about the next development. Thank you, sir. Will you go kagos ki nene ke khamori nene ke pocket nene ke bora mutuka mare dor mare kusi na lama. You will play the same drama that Modi does when he climbs up those aisle of the aeroplane or the steps of the aeroplane, staircase of the airplane. Same gait, same performance level, same confidence level. You will say thank you to all of them politely. Thank you, sir. And I'll be looking forward to your call or your email or whatever. And you'll say good afternoon, sir, again. And then you exit with the same gait and go out. So that is all about job interview and how to do that. This is a very small demonstration. I would have needed a proper interview table where I could have shown you how to do that. And remember, while giving your interview, don't forget your posture. Your posture to the sitting position thakibo. Your posture will be very important. As you practice for 10 minutes, that posture has also got something to do with the breathing exercise. In out breathing, lomba breathing loba, exercise. Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you, and hopefully I'll meet you again. Thanks. Short lecture Hello, I got a 45 minutes class on personality development, and like I said in the beginning, personality development, the end result is how you perform in your job. Now, one of our personality code aspect when you go to look for a bride, for example. It's like but the crucial aspect of all PDP programs is to make students aware of how to face job interviews. And we had a 45 minutes talk.